Good afternoon and happy Sunday. Well, we have a lot going on today. It's not as much as last week, but it's still exciting. We have several of our scholars, so please keep them in prayer that are moving to campuses. And we also have some that have been settled in for a week. So please continue to pray for our scholars as they are in various states and various places. And today we have a huge shout out. Our guest, her son, and he even took people back with him to his campus. So give him a huge shout out to Mr. James Cross, who is headed to Rust. And from the pictures, his grandmother is enjoying the campus as well. You will see those pictures in the newsletter, but I love it. So today I have a really close friend. So you can't even notice by my clothes that we're going to be laid back today. But I have a friend, and she is actually a really good friend. We haven't known each other long, but you would think we've known each other for years by the way we act. But I will let her share her story. I'm going to bring her on, but she has this amazing thing that she has done. And when you watch somebody's dream come true, and you're kind of like part of both of those dreams, and you're like, yes. So get yourself some girlfriends that won't be jealous of you, but will help elevate you, and y'all help each other. That's my Sunday nugget for today. But I am going to bring her on. Hey, Crystal. So this is my friend, Dr. Crystal Cross. I didn't tell your huge success because I said, oh, I'm gonna let her tell it. She is actually at the location today. Um, she's at the location today, but I've become a regular, and it's all her fault. So if I have to hit the gym extra, it's all her fault. I have gotten hooked on this watermelon lemonade. I don't know what they put in it. It's a safe drink. It's not an adult drink, but it's so addictive. Like today, I had two. Yesterday, I had two. Tomorrow, I'm just not gonna go that side of town because I have to. I can't. But anywho, welcome, Crystal. How are you today?
I'm well, thank you, Miss Monique Robinson. Right, Mo. You got all of that from me.
Yes, I was telling everybody about your new business, and I was like, I haven't known her long, but it feels like we have known each other forever.
Well, you know what you always say, never meet a stranger.
Don't.
So yeah, we've been knowing each other for a year now. Yeah,
Mhm.
a year. But it's been an amazing year. I appreciate your friendship, your love, your support, um, just everything.
Yes, and the same here. That's why I was like, "This, get yourself a girlfriend that will celebrate you, and y'all celebrate each other. This is that friend for me right here." Like
Absolutely.
even behind the scenes, she's like, "Wait a minute, what we gonna do with a better chance? What we gonna do with this?" I'm like, "Crystal, you got your restaurant," so we both feed off each other. But tell us about the restaurant. I didn't get to make it to the grand opening, but I went to the soft opening. But then when I get there,
Got to taste. You got to be taste testers. So
yes,
taste
girl,
testers.
that was a privilege. A privilege. So tell us about it.
So basically, I am a native of Chicago. So I was born and raised in Chicago. I love everything about Chicago and home. And my son didn't want to live there anymore. He didn't want to go to high school there for obvious reasons that I won't mention per se. But I had family here in San Antonio, so we just packed up about 5 years ago and moved. But when I got here to San Antonio, um, the food, like it was just a culture shock because they were eating tacos for breakfast, and I was like, I don't know about no taco for breakfast now. Like that's something new to me. So my son was like last summer. He's like, "Mom, you should just open." a restaurant because they put everything on a tortilla. Like they put sausage on a tortilla. They put like just everything, hot dogs, everything. They wrap it up and put it on a tortilla and make a taco out of it. So you should open up a restaurant. I was like, boy, I'm not opening up no restaurant. I don't know the first thing about opening a restaurant. I never ran a restaurant. I just know how to cook. That's all. I just know what food's supposed to taste like. And I've always cooked for my family. So when my son pitched that and I turned him down, I started, just thinking about it. And then at home, Chicago has, we're famous for like mild sauce, something called mild sauce. And you put it like on your chicken, on your fries, things like that. And so what happened was I went home in January and no, December, and I brought back some mild sauce and I fried some chicken and I put it on there and I took a picture of it and I posted it on Facebook. And everybody was like, "You need to open up a restaurant. That looks so good. Like you just need to open up a restaurant." So that was in January. In February, I pitched the restaurant idea to one of my cousins. He and I have been very, very close since I was a little girl. Like we were just like extremely close. And so I pitched the idea to him about, the restaurant. And he was like, "Cuz, don't leave me out. Like, yeah, I want to do the restaurant with you." So um, here we are. He came down. I told him, I said, "You need to come down if you're really serious." And he said, "Okay." He actually came down like the next month, like the end of April, so maybe about 2 months. He came down. We opened up a bank account, put our money together, and found a location, decided on a menu, found vendors and found distributors to get us the food that we needed. And we had our grand opening July 31st.
Wow, that is wonderful. And one of the key things that I noticed, because I follow you, I'm one of those friends. I'm going to support you. You might not always see me, but I'm there.
Right.
That I love is that it's a family.
Oh,
It
yeah.
brings back that sense of family. I was like, oh my goodness, and I tried to low key sneak in one day. They was like, that's Miss Mo. I was like, I can't even sneak in a restaurant. But I love the feel of it. When you come in, you feel welcome, you feel that warmness, and you're always telling your customers that, are y'all okay? Did y'all get everything? Do you need some more mild sauce? So yes, I love it there. And I've not gonna tell on myself. I've been like twice this weekend because of the watermelon lemonade. And also, if one of the things that you will notice is that yes, she is one of the owners, but she is also currently working right now. I know this is kind of like probably shouldn't be sharing her business, but she's running the kitchen and running this interview. So she is a powerhouse. Like she can do this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But
So you
are
just
you hiring?
a lot of family, in here. It is like a family owned and operated business, basically, because, like I said, when I pitched the idea to my cousin, he was just like kind of the behind the scenes of running everything. Like he's the powerhouse, like he gonna make sure the contractors do what they supposed to do. He gonna make sure
Wow.
the plumber, the electrician, he gonna make sure that all gets done. But then my other cousin, she's the manager here, and she makes sure everything else get done. She makes sure
Wow.
that we have employees. She makes sure that we, are well stocked with everything that we need. And then, her kids, they, just came in and just was like, hey, we got this, And then her mom, which is of course my aunt, she was like, I'm cooking. I hope you know that. Like, I'm cooking. So of course my aunt is born and raised Chicago too, and she moved down here. They all moved down here actually before I did, so they've been down here for a while. But my aunt was like, I'm cooking, and I was like, okay, and so they just my cousin's husband, he comes in and cooks. when he can. And so like they just put the real family family in family business, So it's like I really don't. I worry because we don't have other employees, and my son, he was in here working, and he just of course went back to school. And then my little cousin, she was in here working, and she just went back to school. She's also at HBCU Howard, and so so they're gone, so we down two people, but we still have our employee of the year. It's KK. There she is over there. Wave, KK. She hooks it up, and if she needs to know anything, or if she needs some help with something, she come and ask. Hey, Miss Crystal. She's my little cousin, but she called me Miss Crystal. She even called her mama Miss Nikki. So that's just what we do around here. I call my auntie Miss Pat. So, but she just asked, and we just get things done. And and they just put the family in family business. That's all I can really say. And it makes it a joy. They're very friendly. They smile at all of the customers, make sure they got everything that they need.
They
Take
do.
care of everybody. That's just our family way. It's just to make sure everybody's taken care of. So it's just a real joy and a real pleasure. It makes my heart smile, and then it just makes me, thank God so much, because if it wasn't for Him, putting my family in my life, I really don't know what I would do. And I told them that last week.
Wow.
We had only been open like one full week, and like I was just full of tears because I'm just like, my auntie, she be in here humping. She don't care. She be like, I'll stay. I be like, auntie, you need to get off your feet. She be like, I'm staying here. I want to make sure it's done right. So yeah.
Wow. Is that the cook that your auntie is the cook?
So yes, my auntie is the weekend cook. So she doesn't
Okay.
come during the week unless like we really need her. But she's here Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in the morning.
Wow.
Yeah.
All I know is every time I come in, even like yesterday, I had my mask on and I was trying to like disguise myself. I was like, I don't want her to notice me because I don't want them to think I'm getting special treatment. And then you was like, that's Miss Mo. That's my friend. I was like, oh. But
yeah, I came in today and I saw you sitting out there. I was back here making some tapioca grapes, and I saw you sitting up there. I was like, "Hey, Miss Mo."
girl, I had to come get the lemonade. It's something y'all put in there. I don't know what the secret ingredient is, but that lemonade is fire. And they have all flavors, everybody. So if you are in the area or you just want to take a drive over there, I do know I don't have the link, so charge it to my head, not my heart. But she is on several delivery sites, correct?
Yes, so we're on Menu5, Grubhub, and Uber Eats. And
Okay.
so a Chicago Bite, also a ChicagoBite.com. And the address is 2339 East Evans Road, Suite 106. You'll see the big sign. You'll see signs outside, but it's a Chicago Bite. And so a few of the things on the menu, of course, the Chicago style mild sauce, fried chicken. Um, we have Italian beef burgers. Italian beef is famous in Chicago. We
I
also
ate it
have
for breakfast.
open
It was
faced
good.
Italian beef, where we take the Italian beef meat. It's slow roasted in Italian seasoning. We put it on a French roll, and we smother it with gyro peppers and mozzarella cheese or cheddar cheese, whichever. Most of the time, we just use mozzarella unless you ask for cheddar cheese. Um, and yeah, and it cooks for about 3 minutes, and so that Italian beef is the bomb. We
It
also
is.
have a
I ate it for breakfast today. I didn't eat it. I ate half yesterday, and then this morning I was like, "Wait a minute, is it still here?" I ate the
yeah,
rest of. Girl, that's good.
yeah, and you could get that with fries as well. Well, on your fries, so we call it an Italian beef fry. So we have the Italian beef burger, the Italian beef open face, and then the Italian beef fry, which is really good. It's smothered with nacho cheese. So yeah, the Italian
Girl,
beef are good and famous, and then we have catfish. That's homemade and cornmeal, like homemade catfish and cornmeal, real cornmeal.
Now I had to sit and eat that yesterday.
Yeah.
I didn't even like my bag to go home. I was like, I'm gonna sit here and enjoy this. I sat right there, ate. I ate that. So yes, it is truly a gym. It's a new gym. I'm so proud of my friend. At first, I was like, she having a Chicago style restaurant. These people in San Antonio are used to different type of food, but honestly, y'all, go out there. And then today, I noticed something that you have at your restaurant. I ain't bring this up, but I said I was listening, and I was like, these ain't San Antonio songs because I done listened to their radio station. I zoomed them out. I said, my friend showed out. She got the Chicago radio station playing. I'm sitting there dancing. I'm like, I'm hearing songs that I know I haven't heard here. And
Oh yeah. So Chicago radio stations. It's V103, 107.5 GCI. You can stream those on Apple Music. And so I tell all the employees when you come in, turn on. V103 is more safe.
yeah,
It plays like a nice mix of new school and old school R&B. And on Sunday mornings, they played like about 4 or 5 hours of gospel music. So we was in here jamming until about noon, listening to gospel. And
oh
then
wow.
sometimes like Saturdays, Friday night, Saturday, we play GCI. It's a little bit more, hood like Chicago. So we try to be careful with
Son.
that.
That Power
Um,
88. If I would have heard that, I was like, wait a minute, this is not
it's
San
not
Antonio.
completely censored. So we have to be careful with that one. But yeah, we definitely play the hometown stations in here. And coming up, football season coming around, so we'll definitely have those Chicago games playing um, on Sundays and Mondays. So yeah, we got the whole field of Chicago. You want me to give you a little tour of the restaurant? I can walk out and give you a
Oh,
little tour.
sure. While you getting set up for the tour for the restaurant, I'm gonna bring on one of my friends. He ain't got so used to talking to us that he he think he has to be part of the show, but we're gonna bring him on because he need to see this hidden gem that we have going on in San Antonio. But he's in Pittsburgh, so he wouldn't.
Oh, so this
Hey,
a
Mr.
little.
Vince,
Hello, how's everyone doing?
we're doing good. I'm looking now. Look, this is Crystal. This is my friend Crystal.
How
She
you
has
doing?
Hi.
she has a restaurant that got me hooked on this lemonade. If you ever come to San Antonio, they got watermelon lemonade at her restaurant that's off the chain.
Uh-oh.
It's not alcoholic. It's not, but
Oh,
it's
But the restaurant is BYOB, so you can come in here and get your lemonade and spike it yourself if you want to.
no, that's what I'm talking about. No, that's exactly what I'm talking about. No, but there is one. I mean, you could, I'm sure the restaurant is good, but
Okay.
the
Y'all didn't know
Chicago influence in there. I see the White Sox.
it's Chicago themed. Even the restroom is
You think
Chicago themed.
there's some other stuff so she can put on in there?
No, she's not gonna put no Pittsburgh Steelers stuff. As much as I could try to convince her, but I doubt she put that in there. So, Crystal, you giving us a tour?
We might be coming to Pittsburgh. That's what you said.
No, we want you to. I would like to see some Pittsburgh Steelers stuff on the walls.
Oh no, you're not gonna get that. I'm sorry. It's a Chicago bite. You got to open up you a Pittsburgh restaurant for some Pittsburgh.
Or what if I just get a franchise of yours and put it in Pittsburgh with all the Pittsburgh stuff in there?
The name of it is a Chicago bite, so you can't have no Pittsburgh stuff.
Oh
I don't
man,
have nothing
Chicago
Texas
bite.
in here. I don't have no Texas Cowboy. The only thing Texas you might get in here is some Big Red.
So let me ask you this: y'all got hot dogs and the deep dish?
We have Chicago dogs, but we didn't do the pizza.
Oh, see, that's one
The
thing
kitchen
I always.
won't. The kitchen won't support like a brick oven.
Okay. Oh, you gotta have that brick oven to do that Chicago deep dish.
We might do a Chicago bite pizzeria, and that way we'll have some, deep dish pizza.
That sounds good, friend.
Yeah, Yeah.
You got me thinking about that because I didn't see the pizza puffs. Well, I wasn't looking for them because my mind was only concentrating on one thing today. That was that
Now that pizza
watermelon.
puff is the bomb. Get you that
It
pizza
is.
puff, put some mild sauce on it. That's a hit.
I'm not coming. That would be 3 days in a row I have came out there. So, Mr. Vince, she
Yes.
has like them chicken wings she got.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I
They're
can
not
tell you
like
them
tiny
chicken
wings.
wings.
They I don't know if she
These
got the
just came
picture.
out. I was just picking them out the
I don't know
out the
about
fridge.
down there in Texas. Oh, okay. That's what I'm talking about right there. Come on,
And her
take them out them baskets.
Pull them up. Pull them up. And this that catfish.
the catfish is good. I had that yesterday.
Oh, and that catfish look good. You have grits to go with that catfish?
Huh?
No, she don't have no grits. She got fries. You want some fries and coleslaw? He said grits.
Was this a 6-piece or? That was a 4-piece. Oh, 4-piece. Okay.
Well, I know they eat fish and grits in Chicago.
Do they
All right,
eat?
Miss Mo.
I know they eat fish and grits in Chicago.
He's asking. They may eat fish and grits, but at her restaurant they don't have that. They just have fish, coleslaw, and fries.
That's New Orleans.
Exactly.
That is not New Orleans. Shrimp and grits might be New Orleans.
You gonna leave my friend alone, or we ain't gonna put you backstage.
No, don't put me backstage. I'll behave.
Right there. And I'll arrange it. We got to turn it the other way.
So no, Mr. Vince, if you know any college students or any students that are looking for a job, but they have to have experience in, well, they might not. She might train them, but she needs some help. She owned the place and she is everywhere. Like yesterday, she was at the cashier place. Today, she back in the back cooking, or helping cook and directing them cooking. But she needs help, and the food is good. So for her to
No,
grow,
she got no doctor in front of her name. What's she a doctor of?
So I'm a doctor of education. So before this restaurant came about, I have been a teacher. I was a teacher for 13 years.
Okay.
And then I was an assistant principal, actually a math coach, math content specialist, and then assistant principal. So I'm still an assistant principal and run the restaurant.
You are literally every woman. And how that song go? I'm every woman.
see, this is why we don't invite. We gonna put you backstage.
Look, and I'm a mom. But I truly have a village because my son just left for school on Friday. I had to Saturday morning. So yesterday morning I had to drive him to the airport in Austin at about 3 in the morning to meet with my mom. My mom took him to school for me because I wasn't able to take him to school. He's at Rust College at HBCU.
Okay, Rust in Holland Springs, Mississippi, the home of Miss Ida B. Wells.
Yes.
Yes,
so yes, my son is there. So and then I have a 12-year-old daughter at home with me still now. So yeah, I'm
what HBCU did you go to?
I didn't go to an HBCU. I wasn't that smart. I wasn't. I mean, I was smart, but I didn't, listen to people.
Yeah, you sending the next generation. That's what's up.
Exactly, and I'm sending all of them. We got 4 boys that we just sent there. Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Vince, I didn't tell you. She actually is over my fundraising too.
Oh yeah, I forgot I do that too.
She's on my board, and I know it. Actually, we had to back up. I met her at the school because she was fussing about her son, and I was like, "Man, where you want him to go to school at?" And I had to prove to her that, okay, you trusting me, we gonna get him there, but you got to trust me.
You got that 3.5 all inclusive tuition, room and board, books.
Exactly.
And Dr. Cross said, "Hold on." When Dr. Cross said, "Wait a minute, I don't have to pay nothing." Pack his bag. Come on, let's go.
Yes, that's me. That's exactly what Miss Mo said. She was like, I was fussing. I'm like, he just can't figure out what he want to do and blah, blah, blah. She was like, well, what's his GPA? I said, girl, he graduated with like a 3.5, 3.6. She like, what? Girl, we can send him to school. I said, girl, if I call him right now and tell him, boy, listen, you going to Russ. It's a HBCU and it's free. Full scholarship. He gonna say yes, okay. And that's exactly what he said. I told her,
But
he
I do
told me
know
because
one
my
thing for
son don't want
sure.
to pay for school.
I know one thing, that a Russ Fried Chicken Wednesday ain't gonna be able to touch them wings that I seen in that basket. You know how they got that fried chicken Wednesdays? Now, you know, hey, mom and them, look here, they're not doing me right. You need to see the things down here.
If this,
Well, you know, my son was the reason behind this restaurant. You know, he always told me that I should open up a restaurant. And when we first moved down here, he told me to open up a restaurant just so he could eat for free. And he was just the happiest kid ever, you know, when we decided to open this restaurant. And I didn't think he was going to sign up, you know, to work, but he was in here every single
hustling.
day.
Okay.
Every day he was in here. He was so proud. He was like, Mama, this nice. Mama, I'm proud of you. So it's been a joy, a real joy.
Like it's a legitimate, like the whole family is in. Her daughter now. Her daughter can cook. Like she one of them type of people that can look at something and go recreate it at home. Like
Yeah, so my 12-year-old daughter, she's kind of on the payroll a little bit. So we pay her every week to make the desserts. So she makes the banana pudding, she makes the taffy apple grapes, and she makes the caramel cake.
it is
That's what
good.
I'm talking about right there. Listen. And then you don't even got the swole ankles either. You know, restaurant owners, when you're talking about this, one thing I want to see is step back. If you ain't got the swole ankle, I'm going to assume you don't know how to cook.
You need help. It is Sunday. You need help, Mister Vince.
My ankles are definitely swollen.
See, that's what I'm talking about right there.
My ankles are definitely swollen. I've been in here. I don't even have any ankles. My grandmother said that. She was like, "Where your ankles, baby?"
Oh Lord.
You can't even
You
see
know,
them.
you can definitely pepper the gumbo if you got ankles. Not ankles, but ankles.
Well, Krista, have you ever thought about like some of the local homecomings? One of the local homecomings, if you like just set up shop and did a pop-up shop for your restaurant. Because I
Yeah,
go
but
to your.
we don't really have the equipment for.
Oh man. Oh, I think we lost her.
No,
That.
We
somebody
can't.
put it on her phone.
Can you hear me now?
Somebody
Yeah.
Somebody was calling me. I'm
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
no.
Well, Anthony's watching. Anthony said hello.
What's up, Anthony?
So so we don't have the equipment to like go outside of the restaurant right now. You kind of need like portable equipment and stuff
Got it.
like that, and we don't have the manpower either.
Okay, so you are hiring. I'm gonna keep announcing that. Like, look, if you're looking for a job, get at my
So if I
friend.
Oh
want to
yes, we
relocate to
definitely
San
need
Antonio,
a morning cook, and we need some morning cashiers too.
so if I
Okay.
move to San Antonio, you got a hairnet for me, right?
I definitely got a hairnet. I actually had mine on. It's right here. I took it off
See, that's
to
what I'm
do the
talking
interview.
about right there.
Oh my God.
So I
We
definitely
hear
got
the
my
customers.
hairnet.
We hear the customers in the background. Somebody just ordered catfish because somebody said, "You dropped that catfish yet?" I heard it. You know, I can't see you all the time, but I can hear. So yes, her. Please go out and visit. She closes at 9 o'clock every day. I believe it's 9 o'clock. I hope I'm telling the truth.
No,
You
it's
close at
9 o'clock. We take the last order at 8:45.
okay, and she is on various. If you just don't feel like driving, but you live close enough, she's on several of those delivery types
Yes,
too.
so we're on Menu
Uber
5,
Eats.
Uber Eats, and Grubhub.
You got a question? Any vegan or vegetable options?
Vegetarian options. Nah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Brown. She don't have any, but I will tell you,
We have some taffy apple grapes.
those grapes are good.
I have no idea what a tapioca grape
It's
is.
So it's
no
basically
good.
a caramel apple, but a grape form. So I can show you one. It looks like a taffy apple, but instead of the apple, it's a grape.
Oh,
So
wow,
it's
man.
like a
It
dip
took some
grape.
time to do that, didn't it?
Huh?
It took some time to do that. You had to put your bifocals on to get that in there.
Oh yeah, you have to. Yeah, it takes time.
How
Baby.
much is one of those grapes?
Oh
You
no,
don't.
you get a container of them. They come like this. You get a container of them for $5.
And it took all that work for $5.
It's good though.
Only $5, and it took all that time and work to do that.
It's worth it. It's good. I forgot today why I was there because I was too focused on the watermelon lemonade and the strawberry lemonade. But those are good too. And her daughter makes those. And her daughter actually, I'm not to put her business out there. Her daughter is a chef, like a legitimate chef.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, my daughter goes to Young Chefs Academy, where she actually excelled so much that within the first year she got her black jacket.
yes.
How old is this daughter? 12.
Yes, she's a beast. A beast. Like she's somebody that you would hire to cook a special meal for you.
And here I am struggling with instant ancient mama pancake mix.
Don't tell nobody that. That's something you should keep to yourself. Don't tell nobody else that, Vince. That's bad. But no, we actually, funny thing, we were out to eat the other day and her daughter was able to tell like the ingredients and everything that was in the person cooked and said they did it wrong. Like she's a beast. She's somebody that looks cool.
You know what I've noticed about the restaurant? It is clean in there. Look how clean that is.
I've been in there. Everything is. I've even, before they really like. It's really clean. She don't play about being clean, one, and she's very.
Look at that hood. That hood is shiny.
What he say?
He's talking about how clean your kitchen is.
Oh yeah. We look. I got signs up that say if you have time to lean, you got time to clean.
Jesus, you gonna have everybody saying that slogan in there.
You know I'm feeling that, right? I'm definitely
I got
feeling
those
it.
signs up everywhere. They in the back, in the kitchen, in the front. They everywhere. If you got
Is
time
that
to
why
lean,
they
you
be
got
out
time
there
to clean.
cleaning them tables? I thought she was just being nice yesterday. She was.
Nah, they know. That's what we do.
Like they clean every table like twice. I'm like, ain't nobody sitting there, but I guess that's what they got to do.
But all right, y'all. You have any more questions for me, Miss Mo? Thank you for having us. Thank you for having me on the show.
Oh, thank you for coming. And I know you're busy because I know we've been praying increase, so it probably done picked up.
We got some orders coming in, and my baby's
Look
back
at
here.
God.
They got it. One of them I just took out. Okay.
Well, I do appreciate you coming. And
make sure you
I told you she working and she do about 3 things at the same time. I
told you
understand.
she's every woman. Doctor, cross, restaurant owner, principal, educator,
Mom,
etc., etc., etc.
exactly. Exactly.
All right,
We'll let you go, and I thank you for coming. And I'll make sure if there's any other quote. Well, I'm gonna say you a board member. You probably see all this anyway. And congratulations on your son attending Rust again.
Thank you. Thank y'all so much. Bye.
Bearcats, go Bearcats.
Yes, go Bearcats.
Lord.
Thank y'all. Nice meeting you, Mr. Elliott.
Nice meeting you, Dr. Cross.
All right.
I done took him out. I didn't hang up on you.
Man, you love throwing me that backstage, don't you?
Yes, because you don't act right when you come on here. But isn't that exciting?
It is.
To see a Black woman take over like that, the way she is. And actually she is an assistant principal, so that's an extremely hard task. And she's a parent, and
a whole different lane that she went into. A whole different lane. She said, you know something, I'm tired of, let me go ahead and open this restaurant.
Yes.
But I was so impressed, not at the wings or the fish, but how spotless it was.
But it's like that, and I've been at different times. I've even went to the soft opening. Like I said, that's my friend. That's probably why I'm so lax and even the way I'm dressed today. That's family. But I went to the soft opening, and even it was like spotless, like the taste testers, and even though some of the food I didn't really know, but I was like, wait a minute, this is good. Like she has some genuine Chicago style type food. You know, some people say
And if I had to stuff each and every last one of them grapes,
those
you know,
grapes are good.
yeah, I wouldn't want more than $5 because you know
No,
how much that took to put the stuff a grape.
those grapes are good. Because at first I didn't know. I was like, wait a minute, taffy apple grapes. It's like the apple. It's different, but it's so good. And then she has like golden catfish. I don't know if you like fish. Like I can't eat certain types of fish, but that there, you get these 3 big old pieces of fish. It's not like the, you know, how you get the little tiny ones at some restaurants and they don't want to feed you. You full off of the one piece.
Oh yeah, it looked
And you
like
get a big fries.
eat some later.
Right. And I did. Like every time I go there, I try to finish my food and I can't. So I end up taking most of it home.
But
yeah,
coming out fish home and make me a pot of grits to go with it.
I can't with you. You just
And whoever's watching this show, please remember, sugar don't go on grits.
I'm about to take you off the screen because you go on a whole different level. But so was honestly that was our only person for today. But what's been going on in Western Pennsylvania?
Well, we gearing up to our upcoming our 9th annual Steel City HBCU College Fair. We got 26 schools. We still looking for you, Southern. We need you to confirm. And about 50 schools haven't confirmed yet. 26 have. I'm not going to call y'all out yet, but if I get another opportunity to be on the platform, I will. I know some of y'all haven't did y'all travel schedule yet, so I'm going to wait. But y'all need to come on out here. It's going to be at PNC Park, hosted by the Pirates. We had underwritten every senior in Western Pennsylvania to go on the Common Black College app. So they had already applied. You already got the information already. So just need you to come on out.
Yes.
Clafton. Oh, I'm glad you put that up there. Clafton.
It's Claflin.
Claflin. I'm sorry. Claflin. Let me get it right now. In South Carolina. You emailed me and said, is there a virtual option? No. Get on a plane and come on out.
Mr. Vince, you have to be nice to people if you want them to come. I understand that you're really passionate about it, but
let me rephrase that.
Thank you.
Please get on a plane and come on out. There is not a virtual option. We're going to feed you. We're going to make sure every child get a chance to come to your table. Come on out, Claflin.
But come really, that's the HBCU campaign. That's for this week. Well, last week. It ends tomorrow, actually, from the HBCU house party. The schools last week were Claflin and South Carolina State University. And this week, I believe, is Alcorn, and I can't think of the other school right now because I'm not looking at that screen. But the campaign is
Alcorn State and Lowman, Mississippi, the home of Meckrick. Meckrick Everett. Yes, Michael Duncan and Steve Air McNair.
Yep, Alcorn and Payne College are the two schools. I knew Alcorn was one because the thing that these two schools have in common is they both have purple as their school colors.
And also, Alcorn State have the out-of-state fee waiver. Western Pennsylvania and all states outside of Mississippi, if you have a 2.5, you can go to Alcorn as if you lived in the state of Mississippi. That's tuition, room, and board under $17,000 a year.
That's good to know. That's really good information. I know that when I lived in New Orleans and I was teaching at a school there, they always came to the college fair and they were like on point. Their recruiters were always on point. So I love Alcorn.
Top-notch nursing program.
They do. They really do. So those are the two things. Well, I'm glad that y'all had this college fair coming up, and I hope that people take advantage of the opportunity because there's a lot that is going on, and we try to expose as much as we can to help people get there. But we're only ourselves. But a change is coming. We know it's happening. Oh, guess what? We're getting. Hopefully, the Delta variant doesn't stop the battle of the bands. I'm still going with the school I'm going with. I hope Mr. Brown don't be mad at me, or Anthony don't get mad at me, but I'm still Team Southern. I think Southern's going to win the battle of the bands in Houston.
Wait a minute, is the Sonic Boom part of that competition?
I
know Alabama State's not in it, but is the Boom in it?
It's a bunch of bands in there, but the one I think that's going to take it is truly going to be. I'm looking it up for you so I can quote it right. What I tell you? I knew he was going to say something. Oh, he said make a donation. That's right. If you do make a donation to the campaigns this week, meaning the HBCU House Party, HBCU Alumni Care Campaign, that we have a partnership with HBCUHotels.com, where if you book your room, you'll win a free, but you have to make a donation. And that's fine, because we're still hoping to have homecoming, even, maybe the Delta variant, we can pray it away if enough of us get on there and talk about it that way. But please, this campaign is important. The money doesn't go to directly to UNCF. It doesn't go to Anthony. It doesn't go to Vince. It doesn't go to me. However, it goes directly to the school. So, and that's important. Our schools, although we're getting public notice, they just have several things that they need to take care of, and these things will actually assist. So please, please, please. And also, if you have looked in our newsletter, we've been doing the HBCU Ignite. That's another important campaign. Vince, did you do the HBCU Ignite? It's really easy.
No, but I would definitely do it as soon as the show's over.
Thank you. It's so easy, and you don't even have to make a letter yourself. All you do is fill out your information, and they'll pre-populate your name. You can do a text. You can do and even if you put your area code in, they'll go directly to your officials in your area. So that's another good thing that's going on. So one of the really big things that's going on with us is my last student. Well, no, I can't say last student, because tomorrow all of our students have successfully went to school, even our students from last year. So I'm happy for that.
I think I took my last student to the airport day before. Was that was Friday, wasn't it? No, Saturday. No, Saturday.
That's
I took
good.
her to the airport, and she was going to Payne, Paul Quinn College. I'm sorry, Paul Quinn in Dallas,
Paul Quinn, Texas. Mm-hmm.
And you know how I learned about Paul Quinn?
How?
It was either your show or Anthony's show when y'all featured it.
Oh, cool. On the HBCU United or the campaign.
And I said that would be a perfect school for this particular student. She was a transfer student at a local university here. Was a PWI, charging her like $47,000 a year. And that's how they get our students. They say, we got a lot of scholarship money for you, but you're talking about a $10,000 scholarship money on a $50,000 a year school. You still want to be in crazy debt, man. Come on home. Bring our mission is to bring all of our kids home to our nation's HBCU. There's over 100 of them, and I'm guaranteed we can find one perfect for you.
Much agreed. You couldn't have said that any better. Yesterday I was trying to be at two places at one time. It honestly didn't work. I probably need to clone myself, but I don't like to say no. I have a problem with that. But I went to
You told me no 47 times before breakfast.
Okay, well, that's what you get. But to kids, I don't say no. But to see the excitement on some of our scholars that are going to these schools, and they're like, oh my God, I'm about to really be in a dorm this year. And I really hope the Delta variant don't kill those dreams. I hope it doesn't kill the homecoming dream. But I would be really sad. So what are your thoughts on the Delta variant?
My thoughts are the same thoughts for this whole coronavirus period. This is what I know for sure. 8 years of President Obama, we've seen the SARS, the Ebola, the Zika flu. Not once did the city any parts of the country shut down. You put one fool in office. He defunded the global pandemic task force, and now we have this. This all falls on the feet of 45.
Well, I get your view on that. I mean, and I usually try to stay away from politics, but my thing is, how can we make the best out of this situation? Just say, for instance, we have to go back to virtual again, or say, for instance, they're going to make us change our way of doing things, but we still get to do it. Like, what can we do to make it better? I know I'm always one of those that try to find a positive outlook on everything. Like, in 2 weeks is this battle of the bands. I'm probably gonna cry like a baby if they say, well, look, we can only take X amount of people, or we might not do it, but I'm still positive about it. Like, look, we're gonna have battle of the bands. Our kids about to, be able to highlight their talent. So that's what I'm looking at. So I know you like, I don't want to hear that.
No, I do want to hear it because you're supposed to take 3 buses to the Hall of Fame Classic in Canton, Ohio.
Oh, wow. That would have been nice.
Because of the Delta variant that's out, I don't want to be responsible for anybody getting sick on one of our sponsored field trips.
That's true.
We still got to err on caution. We got to be careful. But I would have loved to take the kids to the Classic because I honestly believe when our kids in Western Pennsylvania get exposed to the culture of our HBCUs, that light up the spark.
Mm-hmm.
And
it does when they can see it. And I've noticed that. And in a couple of weeks, I'm going to have one of my former students. She reached out to me and was like, why don't we do a reunion? You remember we did that project in your class. When I taught, because we couldn't afford to go to certain places, we put on an HBCU fair as in the 6th grade. The 6th grade students did it. And it was like a real college fair. Like, I made them act like they was representing the schools. And they loved it. And a lot of those students went on to those colleges. And that's why you can't see it here. But that's why I have all these pennants is from when they went to school and they graduated. They was like, look, you looked out for us when nobody else did. And so those type of things are very relevant. And that's why when you said you're doing a college fair, I was like, hey, let me get Mr. Vince on. I know Crystal's going to be at the restaurant, so she's going to give me the little bit of time that she could give me, which I'm grateful for. But I still want to be very purposeful and let people know we have organizations out here that will help get your kids to school. And what they don't know is regardless
of the GPA or SAT score.
Exactly. And we work together. I can give, and I do thank you for helping out a family. Like, if I can't help, I'll call Mr. Vince, or I'll call Mr. Brown and like, look, we need to problem solve. We need to fix this. And that's one of the things that I think is the gap with African Americans is they too scared to admit when they don't know. But what I can say is what we did for a young man that's at Alabama A&M and have been happy ever since is we reached out, hey, look, Mr. Vince, who you know at this school? And it takes that.
Right.
And I appreciate you for working with me to get that young man in the school, because we have to learn to gel together to make those things happen.
Well, like the song said on Anthony's opening credits, we compete, but we're family.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we do. I talk trash all the time, especially if you go to Central State, but I still love you at the end of the day and will do anything for you. But I do totally appreciate that, because we could have been somebody just could have been like, look, we can't help you. And it could have ended at that.
Mm-mm.
And it didn't. And we both worked and we communicated with the school, with his mom, who is overly excited because she's already making plans to go to homecoming. She's like, look, I got my A&M mom shirt. I'm going in, those kind of experience.
What's her name? Miss Edmonds, Miss Donaldson?
Yes. Those
Miss
kind of.
I have an Alabama State shirt for you. If you
not.
talk about going to Magic City, we got a skybox there, and we have an Alabama State T-shirt for you. I know your son is at A&M, but it's okay to support a winning team.
Okay, see, you being messy. They're going to like these comments up, and they're going to be thinking it's me. I did not say that. I did not tell him to say that. He went off his own script. I did not. Only thing that I talk about is this Battle of the Bands that Southern is going to show up and show out. That's the only thing I talk about. So it is, I'm sorry, all good things must come to an end. But I'm glad we were able to touch on that. And that's something that is going to be my push for my organization this year is partnerships and working with each other instead of trying to, compete all the time. We can increase the masses and get a lot of things done and cover more ground. So, absolutely. I mean, that's my take. That's what I'm going to push everybody to do this year. Like, look, if you can't do it, reach out to somebody who can. It's not that hard. And if you don't get them by email, by voicemail, by text, you could do something. So
and it's not nothing that we can't do together. If I'm not able to do it, if Ms. Robertson is not able to do it, or Mr. Brown, the three of us, if we put our head together, we could definitely figure it out. We either want to find a way. If we don't find a way, we will make a way.
That's facts. That's true facts. I mean, and I honestly appreciate everything that, the two of you all have done. I don't know if I even told you, Mr. Vince, they have shown our HBCU send-off on auto replay, it seemed like, on Spectrum News. And they highlighted Jalen, the gentleman that won the scholarship in honor of my sister. He won the award this year. And they've been showing it like to the point to where I was in the other room and I was like, Monique. I was like, who are they? I'm so silly.
Well, I would love to say that they had the Pittsburgh News had, was at our send-off, but I will tell you this. Only time Pittsburgh News will come to an event that have regards to Black people is when we're doing something negative. But unfortunately, was not covered by the news at all.
Yes, Mr. Brown asked me to show the clip, and he's going to be so disappointed in me. But I don't even have it queued up. But it is on the business page, and I'll probably put it in the newsletter. And those who know me personally, I don't have it where it can come up. I honestly don't. But those who know me personally, do you have it? The new clip?
The one when you was on the news, right?
The one with Jalen and I on the news? Because remember,
I don't have that one. I have the one that was you was on the news, and I shared it on our platform.
Yeah. Well, we've been truly blessed beyond measures. Those who know me know I'm very humble when it comes to stuff because it's nothing but God. We were actually on the local news and Spectrum News like a week apart. And we've also been offered to do many things. And like I said, it's nobody but God. And I'm grateful, very humble. I thank everybody that had a hand in it. I know you get sick of me when I say my mentor. And see, today I was calling him Mr. Brown, but
my mentor too.
He is not. He don't want to hurt your feelings. It's not your mentor. I'm not going to argue with you live.
First of all, let's be honest. You cannot be in the HBCU advocate business if you haven't stole from Anthony Brown.
That's facts. I do steal a lot of stuff from him, but at least I be like, I let him know I'm going to do it. I didn't steal his catchphrase today though, because usually be like, I ain't gonna hold you long. That's
I would have.
I'm not gonna steal his catchphrase. I'm not gonna hold you long, but this is what we gonna do. But yes, he is a truly a blessing and a great mentor, a great thought partner. And you right. Did I ever tell you how I met him?
Oh, Miss Brown, there's something I need to show you. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Now see that I'm gonna take him off. He's going backstage. He don't just. I just put him backstage because who gets up in the middle of a broadcast? Yes, Anthony, you did brag on both of us Friday, but I know you like me more because I'm your favorite mentee, and we just not gonna hurt his feelings and tell him that. But anywho, look, now you want to come back and sit down. Yes, sir. What is that?
My HBCU starter kit.
I know he didn't get that to you. You stole that out the
No, I did not steal it from him. He actually gave it to me. No,
he didn't. He didn't give you that.
Yes, he did.
Okay, well, what's in the box? Because I
only got one.
That's because you're not his favorite. Now, what did you get?
I got a cap. I'm not going to put this on my head because I don't want nobody to see that it ain't going to fit.
Well, probably because it's supposed to be given to the scholars that are going to school. You didn't follow directions.
Got a bag, HBCU.
I wish you would put the link in the chat so people can support his mission because that's an excellent mission.
A bar of soap.
Yeah. That bar of soap need to be on everybody's school list.
And some pertinent information.
Okay.
This was a gift for you. We hope you choose an HBCU.
Okay, he settled the argument. He said he told you to keep the box. You lucky.
Yes, see?
You lucky, because I was going to well, how come he didn't tell me to keep the box? He made me get my boxes up. It's okay. I got 2 boxes.
Keep it. Don't give it to nobody.
No, I didn't want to steal from the kids. We gave those boxes out as door prizes. I didn't want to do that. But
HBCU starter kit.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. That's actually a good gift to give to scholars that are as like a care package. I think I might order some as care packages, even though like when the hype died down and all your stuff run out from graduation, you go through that period. You don't know that period in college? I think he's frozen. I think he went frozen. I don't know. But it's always a pleasure when I'm on here and I'm able to be amongst family, such as Mr. Brown in the chat, Mr. Vince in his comments that he made. So yeah, I think he's having some technical difficulties. Okay, he will order them. Awesome. So from the horse's mouth, I will order them soon for middle school and high school students, which it is important because even at A Better Chance for You Futures, we start kids as soon as 7th grade. So because it lets them train their mind to know about the colleges. So when they get to be seniors, they have it all planned out. They know where they want to go. They know what they want to do. If they're athletic, they start building those tapes in 9th grade so that when they get to that year, those scholarships and athletic awards are easy to get. So we do a lot. And like Mr. Vince said, if the 3 of us can't get it done, we're going to find a way to get it done. So I didn't know if you had logged off for a moment, Mr. Vince.
No,
I didn't know what
happened. Just had some. I don't know what happened. I guess the too much friction was coming from this box.
I can't with you. I'm giving you a day off. You getting a day off. But no, what I was just saying is I was closing because we have come to our full hour. We've had fun. We went to a Chicago bite with Crystal, and then we got the update of what's going on in Western Pennsylvania with you. I was just telling people of the things that we have coming up here. which in November. Oh, I didn't tell you about what else I have going on. I would join you all, but I probably won't supposed to put that online. I hope that nobody see that. But and you're not gonna put
white beater on.
You're not gonna talk about what he may or may not have on. But you will not talk about it. No, I'm just playing. But I like when he's on though, because then the commercials and the special effects and all that stuff. I am looking for an intern that can work my backstage, like input the commercials, drop the chats, so that it's uniform across the way and it looks like the show on Wednesday. So anybody that is interested in doing that, if you're watching the replay, you watch it on YouTube, or you watch it in the newsletter, if you would like to volunteer to be an intern to work the backstage, get at me. I need it bad. Because last week's show was like a production. This week we're just chatting amongst friends, but it's still fun. It's still cool. It's still nice. And we're getting the chat feed through Anthony, which is always a pleasure. So it has been fun. Thank you, Vince, for joining me this week.
Thank you for having me. I always enjoy being part of this fold.
Oh, Lord.
It's like the HBCU Justice League.
Yes. He said you all are doing great. Thank you. I think he was talking about me, though. But
no, he said you all. See, this could be a permanent partnership right here.
If you act right. Okay, it can. I mean, I would love to have somebody to talk to and I talk to guests, but I had to get you the schedule so you know how to act right. But yes, I do enjoy our Western Pennsylvania family. We rocked it this year. Did y'all fiscal year start already? Because our new one just started.
Yes, and I'm looking to do even. I think every year success is if you could improve from your previous year, you're moving forward. And I think we've been improving every single year. And our cookout committee, they did a phenomenal job. They, much praise to them. Miss Judy Cox, Miss Kathy Sheffy, alumni of Howard, Miss Erin Young, alum from North Carolina Central U, and Ezra Arrington of North Carolina A&T, and Miss Tiffany White. That was our cookout committee, and they did a fantastic job. Thank you. Now, whoever the committee next year, you got some big shoes to fill.
Wow, that's good to know. Like, I know ours was really successful, and I will always thank my partner in crime because he was on every podcast every Monday. He was in the yes, Mr. Leon from every person counts, and then my other partner in crime from I Embrace, Monique Brodnick. That team, when I tell you, they work so hard, and I know they probably got on my nerves because I created like a Teams account because I'm like, look, you're gonna hold me accountable, I'm gonna hold you accountable. But our event, it was so much fun and it was successful, and they keep showing it on the news. But to me, it's even bigger than that. I remember calling Anthony, and I'm not gonna go into it long because we got like 5 minutes. Really, we got as long as we want because I paid the bill here. But
say it again. Who paid that to be the boss?
But no, seriously, I called Anthony like I was one of his besties like 3 or 4 years ago, mad because I seen the send off they did in Cleveland, and I was like, UNCF is not being fair to everybody. Like I felt some type of way, and so I was like, I want to do that. I want to do that here. And to see it come to pass in the way, no, it may have not have been standing room only, but to see the joys of the kids that are on their way to HBCUs. I got to meet 3 Wilberforce alums, which is rare because it's mostly up north. So when we see a Wilberforce, and we all, I was really, really excited. And then just to see the kids that, they're not old enough to go to college yet, but they had on their college shirts and they danced. And so, like it was a really good experience. And then you seen families, and that was one thing I really love to see is families, all family participation, whether it's the single mother and she's matching her daughter with the school that she's going to, or it's a full-blown family, like some of my other scholars where the mom, the sister, the dad, they all had on the shirt and they was cheering, So yes, that to me, I didn't care how tired I was. I changed clothes. I tried to be like my mentor, because he serves looks everywhere he go. He liked to dress and, And so I tried to do the wardrobe change, but it was hot. I was like, I'm only going to stick with this shirt today. But
the alumni pairing up with the student who is actually going to their school. I mean, I remember a couple years back, we had an alum fly to Alabama A&M, add another class on this child's schedule. She called me, Mr. Vince, I got 18 credits. Could you talk to Miss Stevens? I called Miss Stevens. I said, she want to go. Miss Stevens said, for me to mind my own business, she doing just fine. She ain't got nothing else to do.
Oh, wow.
She did the 18 credits and got over it like a 3.6 that semester.
That's amazing. I mean, I don't know about you, but when I see like the scholars that I may have helped years ago and they have graduated from these schools, they have graduated from this HBCU that you invested time with them. I know for one of our co-organizers, Monique Brodnick, she had a student that's now working on her doctorate. Med school. She's in med school, but she gave a speech and you couldn't really, how the sound system was, you could hear bits and pieces, but that's an honor to watch a child transition all the way through.
And also, send-off is an opportunity where a student can meet a whole network of uncles and aunties.
Yes.
All of a sudden, I'm not Mr. Vince, Uncle Vince.
Right.
Even
and I'm
look here, but everything's gonna be okay. I promise you, you never had an uncle like me.
Exactly. And that's, I don't know if you were on when Crystal was talking about it, because honestly, we've only known each other for a year, but you would think we have known each other forever. Her son, he's at Rust, and she is probably one of the most responsive parents I've ever had come through my program. And that's one thing that parents need to know going into this next year. The squeaky wheel gets the attention.
Exactly. And the only thing you have to do, just ask. If you ask, help will always be provided. Even if you look like you need help and somebody see it, we're going to listen. You just saved her $100,000 because that 3.5 scholarship is not, advertised. You really have to be in this space to know this.
Mm-hmm. It's not advertised, and then two, when you're in and I know people hate when I state this, but I'm only stating facts. They don't really advertise HBCUs as much as they should in the area that I'm in. So,
either.
And so when you're in that type of environment, I have to go to the schools. If you're not inviting me into those spaces, and you're only, saying, well, they're the ones that contacted me. Like, come on, you got to meet me halfway. But what I can't say about Dr. Cross is I heard her voice like, look, I want my son to go to school. What can I do? When I tell you everything I asked her for and then some, she gave it to me in like 2 days. He was in school in January. She started talking to me about school in November. It can happen, but like you said, one, you got to trust the process. Two, you have to be proactive and persistent. And then I guess ignore the naysayers. I mean, because we did it this summer, you and I, with the gentleman a couple weeks ago. If you trust the process and you really serious,
and we know, and we know our opportunity. We owe them an opportunity. These opportunities, right, was given to us, and we are obligated to give the culture back, to give the traditions back, to give the legacy back. We need to pay it forward. And this is exactly what organizations like ABC Youth Future, Western Pennsylvania Council, the Dayton HBCU alumni, and the Detroit HBC, all of these organizations that are like ours, all of our mission is, if it ain't exactly the same, it's close enough to recruit and promote for our nation's HBCUs.
And to be an advocate and mean it.
Yeah,
you know, not throw a rock and hide. I mean, I don't know.
GPA for scholarship. There is no reason why Russ College shouldn't be calling the construction companies to build more dorms.
Exactly.
Think about it.
Exactly.
Even without a scholarship, we still talking about 14,250, including room and board, including tuition, including books, including fees, including lab.
That's true.
That's more aid.
That's true. And a lot of, even the one with Clinton College, I don't know. I've been trying to find somebody to apply. Just, it's money out there to go. And some people don't take advantage of it. Sometimes, and I'm sorry, parents, if you're watching, some parents hinder that because of fear of their kid doing better than them. I've experienced that one time where I busted my butt to get this child into school. She didn't have to pay for nothing. All she had to do was show up. And because fear of leaving her parents and the fear that they put on hold, you're going to be that many miles away from school. Really? Please.
Not only do we want them to travel, we want them to do a travel abroad program at least one semester out of their 4 years.
Exactly. So those are the things that I've experienced along the way. But we both can agree on, if parents would trust the process. I have the exemplar of Dr. Cross. She's one of my parents that recent parents. The other ones, they already know. They're like, look, she is in your hands and you take care of it. But for my ones that don't know, I mean, that's what we do. And if I can't do it, I'm going to find somebody who can.
Let's keep it funky. PWIs tolerate you. HBCUs welcome you. Do you want to be tolerated or do you want to feel welcome?
I went to both, honestly. But the foundation of an HBCU is what made me. It made me be able to understand how to have those conversations in my master's classes, and maybe understand the language of the teacher, or to read, the syllabus effectively when I got to my EDS. And now in my doctoral program, the work is hard, don't get me wrong. But people are like, you in school? You don't even seem like you in school. Yeah, I'm in school, but it made it to where I won't stress over it, if that makes sense.
Exactly. So, any seed will grow in soil.
Yeah.
Yes, not celebrate. But any seed will grow in soil. But an HBCU will provide the right nutrients, so your roots will be a lot stronger, so you could go on to the Ivy Leagues, or you could go on to the PWIs, and you have a better understanding of self.
Yes. Yeah, better understanding of self, and then you also you value yourself more. You have a sense of pride. And that's one thing that in the different send-offs, no matter where they were. The one in Dayton I went to, and I went with my mom, and my mom was like, walking through there, she was like, I just sat down because from the time you hit the ground, you was moving and people was calling you and people was excited. I said, Mom, that is that family bond that from some of those people I met in 1995, tell them my age, when I graduated from high school, and met most of the people that I was there were people I met at Wilberforce. And that right there, that joy is, you just can't, you get excited when you see it. I mean, and then I even got to see my mentor, and I was excited about that too, because we've been talking like 3 years or whatever, and to see him face to face. But I will tell you, Anthony is a mover and a shaker. He walks so fast. I was like, look, I can't keep up with you. You gotta slow down. But that sense of family, it was so rewarding. It like refreshed me to where I was excited. They was like, you not in San Antonio, you at? I was like, no, I'm up north amongst people that love HBC, and it was just, I think all the send-offs, starting with the Cleveland one, the Detroit one, the one in West Pennsylvania, even ours, they all had a different, unique flavor, but the same mission. And I was excited just from pictures, looking at everybody's. Even the 360 videos from yours, I was like, really? They up there taking pictures with the dog, and the dog even looked like he was headed to HBC. I'm just playing.
Definitely.
I'm like, did the dog have a sweater on? But no, it was truly, truly a blessing. I'm looking forward to better things that are going to happen this year. I mean, because it's still in the limelight. It's still the buzzword. We have NFL, NBA players that are sending their kids to HBCUs that are transferring. Let me say it that way. Transferring from PWIs to go to HBCUs.
Right. Buster Rhymes' son is at Lincoln University.
And exactly. You have Shaquille O'Neal's daughter. I think she just recently went to one. You got Master P's son that
Tennessee State, right?
Mm-hmm. Like they're doing some big things, and I'm glad that the shift is coming, because it's like, wow, I guess
that's going to be the only 4 years in their lives where discrimination and racism will not play a part. This is the only 4 years in their lives where they will be part of a majority, not a minority. Why not take advantage of that?
Well, I'm going to continue to push. I know you are on your end, and I know we done closed the show about 3 times, and we still haven't. But do you have any last words? Because I know we like 12 minutes over. That's not too bad.
No last words.
No last words. And see, this makes me sad that Anthony's not on here, because his Inspire Me's usually help me. I need to come up with my own unique Inspire Me. No, I'm just playing. I'm not going to steal that from him. But I love, if you need that Inspire Me moment, please look in the newsletter. It's one in there every week, and it does help. Or watch the HBCU House Party on Wednesdays. And he always closed the show with the Inspire Me. Or you can catch it on YouTube, and sometimes I go back and look them up. But thank you, Mr. Vince, for joining me today. Thank you, Dr. Cross. Even if she's still watching, I do appreciate her coming on live at her restaurant. And she is hiring. If you are interested, please reach out, stop by the restaurant. And that would be a great thing too. As Mr. Vince noticed, her restaurant is spotless. Like, it's always clean. It's always clean. Even the restroom is clean. I mean, not to put that out there, but it is. Like, you go some places and you like scared to just being transparent. But thank you for joining us today. I have enjoyed everybody that was on. I joined the chat comments. So if you are watching on the replay, please leave your comment if you want to chime in about what we're talking about. I know for us, our big thing this week is we're looking for volunteers. We need help with several of the new responsibilities that we have on our plate here at A Better Chance for You Futures Incorporated. And Mr. Vince and I would like to give a special shout out to all of the scholars that are moving in between, that have moved in the last 2 weeks. Wish you much success in your new collegiate journey. And I'm just happy that they get to finally experience, hopefully, college life.
One thing.
Yes.
I went to Huntsville last week, right?
I didn't.
Yes, I went to Huntsville. I talked to you when I went to Huntsville.
Okay.
This move in, I remember it only took me about an hour or 2 to move in my dorm. And I really should have took a video of the transformation from the dorm room to what this young woman turned this room into. She literally did a whole makeover. I couldn't even tell that it wasn't it looks like a 4-star hotel room once she got done with it. So I think that's one thing that we should do. Let's maybe next year, let's take a video of these kids transforming their dorm room into their own unique flair.
I think we should do a contest. I think that would be a contest. I think that would be good. Like have them like enter. I mean, we could do that next year. Like have them enter, and then they would show like the before and after, and the best pictures. We could probably get them like a small token or something. I'm just like that. But I have seen some nice transformations. Like one, I was like, you need to come to my house because that don't look like what it.
Well, you want to do that next year. I think we could contribute $500 towards that prize.
I think that'll be like a good thing. Oh, that's the Inspire Me link. Thank you, Anthony. The Inspire Me link, if you are interested in following it, and I follow it because everybody can use that help. And those are really good nuggets. I know he don't ask to be like, a title in Vincent in my life, but hey, he is like the exemplar of things to do for HBCUs, and I give credit where credit is due. And he works hard, and he's good at it. So
you haven't stole from him. You ain't doing your job. Am I lying?
No, you're not. I mean, you're really not. But yes, it's most of the things that I do. I have a one-on-one with him. I guess you would say a talk where he's like a thought partner, and I'm like, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? But definitely that room challenge, Vince, that's something we need to look into. We can do it now because they're already like moved in, but
next year we will do this nationwide.
Yeah, I think that would be good because I don't know what school. Oh, it was Grambling. It was a mother from Grambling, and if she's watching, she made that room look like Taj Mahal. I don't know what, like it was bad. It was bad. And then it's another parent. I know her personally. She might be mad if I say her name, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Her daughter goes to TSU, Tennessee State, and her dorm room is nice too. But I'm like, ooh, can y'all, maybe I need to revisit my college years and somebody can come get me together because their rooms look nice. But anyway, we are gonna wish you a much successful week. And we are going to get off of here and let you enjoy your Sunday. But
in the creek don't rise, Monique, we hope to do this again.
Definitely. So I don't know if Mr. Vince will join us again on next Sunday, but he's more than welcome. We can keep him another week because at least that way I'm not talking to myself. But it's okay.
You don't have to be fired. I almost got fired in the first 5 minutes of coming on this show.
Well, that's good. We got to teach you how to act. You got to stay away from certain topics. I mean, you be going ham, especially if it's politics. I'm like, he got to get us muted. No, I'm just playing. But I understand. I get passionate about education, and I get passionate when people tell me HBCUs aren't significant. So I truly get where you're coming from. It's coming from a good space. So we shall see you all next Sunday. Tune in, HBCU House Party. If you tune in there and you donate to the campaign this week, you could possibly get a free night. But if you're not interested in a free night and they do draw your name, please, by all means, donate it to me. I'll be more than glad to receive it. But without further ado, we will talk to you guys next week. Thanks for tuning in.
Good night.